We are experiencing a tremor right now, an earthquake here in the ballpark in San Diego. And it's fairly significant. And we both can speak from experience living in California.
It's just a tremor.
I've always said Rance Mulliniks is the toughest man in sports. Dude's not even afraid of earthquakes. Speaking of disasters, that's what has happened to the University of Waterloo football program. The school has suspended all play for the year after news of one former player being charged with drug trafficking and 9 current players have been caught with steroids. This could not be more unfair for all the clean players, from the incoming freshman class to the seniors who have had their football careers snatched away. But you know what? I'm glad Waterloo did this. Maybe a punishment so severe like this will actually be an agent for change in a sport whose laissez-faire attitude towards steroids has created a system where it's easy to cheat and hard to get caught. Real change doesn't come from simple suspensions. It comes when you set the punishment so high that other schools have to stop and pay attention. I just hope that other football programs, the CIS, and the CFL takes notice and does something about it. Otherwise, Waterloo's sacrifice will go for naught. Buffrey, I know you 100% disagree with me. I actually kind of like this. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I can see that you kind of like that.
Yeah, that's why
I do disagree with you. I just think they took the easy way out. Just throw in the towel. They tested every player apparently, and a bunch of them got caught, which is not surprising. That would probably happen with every team. So basically, they're throwing all the other players, good guys, clean kids, under the bus. Absolutely. They don't care. To me, it's the easy way out. And they're just trying to...
No. The easy way out would be to suspend those players and then move on. That's the way that's...
Be fair. Suspend the cheating players.
It's not the program, Matt. It's not the program's fault. It's just one player who infiltrated a couple of guys who said, I want to get better, I want to get bigger, I want to get faster. And they took these things. But these other guys shouldn't be penalized for somebody else's transgressions. And I just don't, you know what, I agree with Buff on this one.
I think there's a compromise solution. You can shut down the program.
Compromise doesn't make great changes.
Well, no, it does. It does. Here's why. Okay. You can shut down the program, but what you do for the players who are not involved and have a clean track record, help them or allow them to transfer to other schools to play football and aid them in that process so they're not punished for something they have nothing to do.
This is a bit of a wake-up call for the CIS. And it's funny because a former player from Waterloo, Nick Jovanowski, and he wrote to us, and we put it up, by the way, on our blog. It's a great email. It's very long, but it's very comprehensive. And he talks about the problems at Waterloo and at other schools. He talks about the lack of testing. He talks about what the coaching staff can do is pick a couple players and let those ones be the ones chosen for random testing. At Waterloo, twice, the guy tested for steroids was the kicker. So there's a big problem going on, and the way you solve it is not through simple solutions. It's not through being compromises.
You solve it with a blowtorch.
Sometimes draconian methods get results. I feel bad for these kids, but I'm saying this is a huge problem, and I applaud Waterloo.
I don't. To me, it smacks of Canadian University political correctness.
Yeah, but
now I'm feeling like I'm about to draw back on what I was saying, because now you're telling me the program, hey, with the random drug testing, they pick certain guys.
Yes,
they know
that's true. They're not the only ones, though.
No, they're not the only ones.
Sure absolutely. So then, if that's the case, now I have to rethink my position on it and say, well, maybe the CIS has to look at this a little deeper.
But it's still not the innocent, clean kids. Why are they being punished?
I'm not saying they should be punished.
Life's not fair. Innocent people get punished all the time. Waterloo is stepping up. And yes, I understand that. They're part of the reason they're doing this is to help their image. I'm sure there's a bit of self-serving. But at the same point, I like the idea of them going the extra distance. Look, you hear about all these rules. Like some players, if they're supposed to be tested and they don't show up, then they're off scot-free. I'm sorry. There's too many loopholes. You got to close the loopholes. Norm?
Yeah, let Dick Pound make up the testing rules for the CIS, then they won't have any loopholes.
And the great thing about Dick Pound, what's the great thing about Dick Pound? Is he is hardcore. It's an awesome name, but again, he's hardcore about it, and that's what you need.
What I'm saying. If you want to satisfy people's curiosity about, are you going to get tough? Are you going to have rules with teeth in them? Then let a guy like Pound or something like the rules he's advocated, which leagues poo-poo against. Let him make the rules or use something very close to it, and then no one can say it hasn't got tough rules. You won't have these incidents happening anymore.
Yeah, and again, like, I just want to say, I feel so bad for the kids. Listen, I did radio for McMaster Football for 8 years. I know what goes on. I know how much hard work these guys put into it, and I feel bad for the fans. I feel bad for the parents of the kids. I feel bad for everyone. This is a horrible situation that's going on right now. And again, Waterloo's a huge football program. But again, I applaud what they did. I applaud you guys coming on. I'm glad I got the last word. Good night, everyone.
Ground transportation provided by A Celebrity Limousine. ACelebrityLimousine.com for all occasions.